G'day, Luke Tadich here again, and with this video I just wanted to quickly go through why you would consider Dream Courts over a potential other competitor or provider. There are many different types on the market and you're probably thinking too many to choose and they all sound the same. So what I've found along the way is in terms of the information that are out there, we're all kind of being bundled into one category, and that is the interlocking sport tile category. But there are many differences between lower tier, middle tier, and premium options that are on the market. So I just wanted to quickly touch base on if you've got a few different quotes, why one might be a lot more expensive than potentially another one. And it's not just based on what we decide the price to be and happy days. It really comes down to the quality and the specification feature set that have gone into the production engineering of that tile. So without bagging out on any competitor, I think it's just one of those things. I just wanted to touch base on a few potential things that you should be looking for when it comes to shopping for interlocking sport tiles. And so without further ado, what you'll find with some of these tiles is that you won't find any silicon-based cushions or any cushioning whatsoever with these particular tiles or the starter tiles. And so what's negative about that is that you've got little to no shockability. You might as well be playing on the concrete. Especially with growing kids and even adults that are trying to look after their body, jumping up and down on a hard surface for a longer period of time really puts a lot of strain on the synovial joints, such as your knees, your hips and your ankles, etc. And so if we can reduce that a little bit, which is like what happens in stadiums where they have suspended timber flooring, the timber flexes, it reduces some of that shock. That's what we're trying to really simulate in the outdoor environment. So without cushions, you don't have shockability. And in fact, it almost becomes like another hard surface on another hard surface. And when you land down onto these tiles with bare skin, it's almost like a cheese grater, because there is so little shockability with the tiles. It's very rigid in style. So what else you'll find with some of the cheaper competitor ranges is there's no anti-theft or lockability of the tiles. You'll find that they'll make these retro lockability techniques, which is usually in the edging only, and they won't sporadically put it through the court. So I've seen many cases where courts have completely shifted off the slab, because a couple of those anchors have come up or not been applied correctly, and that's a lot of weight that can be moving and potentially a lot of cost with repairing and shifting the court back to where it should be going. Because what we're trying to do is really cement the tiles down so that the cushions can make contact with the underlying surface when playing on it, which give you that improved shockability as well as playability. So cushions are super vital, along with the lockdown feature is super vital, which is what Dream Courts offers as a premium standard option with all our ranges versus people obviously not having it, which can be dramatic in regards to the playing quality and the longevity of the product. Other key things that we offer with our product is with our DC Multi and our Elite X especially, is the texturization. So it's kind of like an aggregate style feel that with different shoe types, it just gives you that better gripability in that slightly wetter environments, or in fact even the dries. It just supports the player in making those quick pivoting movements, whereas some of the other cheaper surfaces haven't really put any thought into the texturization. So it's when you get a little bit of wet or sweat or whatnot landing on the court, the player is going to be slipping and not feeling well supported, which in turn, if you slip the wrong way, can really cause some injury to the player. The other key things of the silicone cushion is in noise reduction. So what we've found with the spongeability of the cushion, it just takes out some of the the impact or noise that results from the ball actually impacting a hard surface and creating that echo. We've got scientific test reports stating, how our specific tiles really reduce the noise when bouncing straight onto a hard surface. And if you've got a tile that is just as hard as the concrete below, you won't be achieving that noise reduction feature. So I would say that some of those features I've just stated is some big key engineering factors as to why you would choose a Dream Court tile versus another alternate. And so if there's anything else that you think is worth discussing in regards to why you would consider a Dream Court tile, please reach out to the sales team 1300 690 991, and they'll be able to assist you on that. So for now, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.